All right, Nick, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. We've been talking about the Cowboys this whole offseason because they've been doing so much stuff. A lot of quality additions, a lot of quality extensions. This team has been going absolutely bonkers lately. And we've got our latest report showing they are not done yet. They're not slowing down. They're looking to get even more stuff done. Dare I say it, this could be the most productive offseason in Cowboys history. Really excited stuff going on. We'll break into it in just a second here. But first, I'm Andrew, that's Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, Nick, as I alluded to, Dallas Cowboys looking to do even more this offseason. I didn't know it was possible, but they're looking to get more stuff done. Let's jump into the article, or tweet rather, and we'll talk more about it on the other side. This from over on X. It says at Nick Harris. It says, in addition to getting a deal done with Micah Parsons, Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones said they are keeping the door open for extension conversations with the Ron Bland and Jake Ferguson. Both are entering their contract years. It says those are really good football players that we want to keep around. There are scenarios where we sit down and have a visit with them. You got to have two sides to get a negotiation done. We will certainly look at it with those two guys. I think, again, two really good players, like keeping the door open for negotiations already, trying to get those extensions done would be huge for the Cowboys going forward. Curious what your thoughts are on all of this one, Nick. But before we get to you, Cowboys fans, in the comment section below, let us know, what are your thoughts on these next two extension possibilities? Is there one guy over the other? Do you like Bland more than Ferguson? Do you think they're equally as important? Who do you favor? If they had to get one more done before, we get into the thick of things, which one would you want to have done? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. But nonetheless, Nick, what are your thoughts on this latest out of Dallas?
But yeah, I mean, this is nothing but good. There are also reports that Jones has had a lot of really productive meetings with Team Parsons, right? So that deal should theoretically be coming relatively soon over the few weeks and months. Shouldn't be a distraction. Hopefully, the way the Prescott and Lamb deals and Ezekiel Elliott deals in the past have been, and the Cowboys are being proactive here with Ferguson and Bland. Tyler Smith probably isn't far behind. It's a new day in Dallas. It's really what this is, right? This has been a Cowboys team that has been addicted to dragging its feet with extending quality young players. And it's one thing to do a really good job drafting and developing, which Dallas undeniably has. Free agency been a debacle. Trades have been mediocre at best. Amari Cooper is an exception, of course. But in terms of their strength, they've done a great job drafting, developing, and then retaining a lot of that talent. But they have been absolutely terrible about doing it in such a way where it helps them in the medium and long term. We saw that Dak Prescott drag out twice. Of course, we know what happened in the early 2020s. Then last season, the CeeDee Lamb deal drag out. Right, this is what the Cowboys have done. Ezekiel Elliott has holdout, of course, a number of years ago. This is what the Cowboys have done. You can go back to Emmitt Smith after the 1992 season. Right, this is not new. This is Jerry Jones' modus operandi since he's taken over the Cowboys. And now it seems to be changing. And that's a phenomenal job. I don't know if it's by Stephen Jones, I don't know if it's Will McClay or Schottenheimer or just the entire leadership just kind of changing their mindset with this change in coaching staff. And it's just sort of changing culture right now in Dallas. It's incredibly positive. And it's just smart, good, solid football moves. It's a truism, it's a cliche, but it's 100% accurate. If you've got a good young player, it's always better to extend them early than wait till the end. You're going to pay more money if you extend them earlier, like this time of year. You can reset the market a little bit. That's fine. If you reset the market for DBs, let's say for Dron Bland, that's perfect because in 8 months, there'll be 10 free agent corners that'll reset the market again. And then by 2 years, he'll have the 18th highest cornerback contract and you'll have a deal, a massive steal on your hand. The same thing will happen with Ferguson, right? If he has a good tight end contract, even though he had a little bit of a down year last year, in 2 years, he'll have the 20th highest tight end contract. It'll look like a steal. Same thing with Tyler Smith, right? This is exactly what smart teams, end up doing. They lock up their quality players early. So much as I hate to bring up the Philadelphia Eagles, this is one thing they do incredibly well. They've got a good player. They lock them down early. They give the cap flexibility. They can do the void years. They can move dollars around. The player is happy because they get that big check in terms of signing bonus. Team now can plan for the future and the short term in terms of salary cap. It's just what intelligent teams and intelligent leadership in the front office should be doing. The Cowboys have refused to be intelligent in this endeavor for many, many seasons, and that appears to be finally changing. They're finally planning to make this kind of smart move. And look, the Cowboys this offseason, we talked about it ad nauseum. They've made a lot of really just good, solid, fundamental moves. And honestly, this entire time, I've been waiting for the shoe to drop. I've been waiting for a report that, Jerry Jones has decided to trade all their draft picks to, bring in Shadur Sanders to be their head coach or something. Right? I know that's bonkers, but whatever. Trade up to number 3 to draft Shadur Sanders, excuse me, and then hire Dion as like a consultant. That's, something absolutely bonkers, right? I've been waiting for that shoe to drop. Or I've been waiting for the Cowboys to just say, you know what, we're done the entire offseason. We're not doing anything else, right? I've been waiting for something just stupid to happen. But so far, all the reports, all the news, everything coming out is just consistent, steady, good quality moves. Is it perfect? Are they crushing it? Are they batting 1,000? No. I would have liked EJ Speed. He ended up signing not with the Dallas Cowboys, but with the Houston Texans. That kind of stinks. But the reality is, as a collective, all the strategic moves they made, from the coaching staff to the extensions ongoing to the players they brought in, it's been really, really solid. And because of this, and I almost hate to say this, I think the long-term trajectory of the Dallas Cowboys is in the best position it's been in a very long time. They've had a lot of really good seasons over the past decade, but a lot of it just felt like because players were doing great, it was just a magical year. It had nothing to do, it seemed, with the front office leadership and the plan behind the scenes. Now we're actually seeing a real plan. Hopefully it'll come to fruition. Now they got to execute right, get these extensions done. I think they will, and I think the future will be bright in Dallas because of it.
Yeah, and again, I gotta say, I think the beginning of the offseason, we saw it, we talked about it, is okay, Schottenheimer came in, there's a new mindset, football moves, like we said, really quality addition. We're not going after the flashy guys. We're doing a money ball approach. We're getting the right numbers in here through the right position groups, getting this team knocked out and doing things. And it made you always had the thought in the back of your head. It's like kind of like a little bit like what you talked about. Okay, Schottenheimer's coming in here. We're making some decent additions here. We're seeing some good stuff, but has the front office, has the leadership really changed? Is this just a coach making good player moves, or has the whole ethos of the front office actually changed? We haven't seen anything in that direction. And I think now we're finally starting to hear that it indeed has changed. It has been going. The Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, those moves, Parsons coming to the table, them working very, shrewdly to get that deal done. Having Deron Bland and Ferguson come to the table as well. We're starting to have enough evidence come through to be able to safely say, hey, I think now ethos in the coaching and the players and the additions they're making, that has changed. But now also the ethos of the front office falls in line with that. They're going to get things done early. They're not going to wait till last minute. They're not going to have to try to throw, $1 billion at somebody because they waited too long before they actually started to break out. They're going to get guys extended early. They're going to get the dollars in. And like you said, these deals are going to look like steals in a matter of years once we see them happen because they're coming to the table early. I think that's really important going forward. And I think overall, great sign by the Cowboys front office to show they have also changed. They're starting to do things differently. And like you said, I think this Cowboys team is on a great trajectory. Really love what's going on here. But now that the front office, the coaching, and the players, everyone seems to be following suit. I think this whole organization finally has some cohesiveness and everybody is for once on the same page.